Hi, my name is Paul Gitani and I'm the Director of Transform Water. In this video, I'll be answering the question, what maintenance can I do on my own rainwater tank? If you've got a rainwater tank at home, the rainwater tank should have on top of it what's called a filter basket. And the filter basket looks something like this. They come in a few different sizes depending on the shape and capacity of your tank. If you've got a few tanks on site, each one of them should have this or something similar. These lids are fitted to the tank in a prefabricated hole in the top of the tank and usually fixed down by screws. If you're confident, you can get up on a ladder if you have to and unscrew it with a drill or a screwdriver. Simply pull it out and rinse it underwater. You can then return it and fix it back with the screws. Alternatively, your tank might also have what's called a first flush diverter. A first flush diverter is used when there is what's called a charged line system on your property. A charged system means that all the downpipes on the house lead to one point which usually fill the tank, and that first flush diverter has the job of collecting the first amount of water that comes in from rain, which is typically dirty, and then builds up in that first flush diverter, allowing clean water to then flow on to the tank. Let's have a look at what a first flush diverter looks like and what you can do to maintain it yourself. Here on this tank, we've got an overflow and we've got our charge line. The charge line can come from underground or it can come from the side, just like this one. So we'll remove our overflow, which you shouldn't be able to do on your tank, but on this demonstration model, we can do that. Then you'll have your first flush diverter, which is this. The charge line would come in from here, meaning this pipe and wherever it's connected to would stay full all the time. If it doesn't stay full, you need to contact a professional about this, because this would typically mean that there's a leak underground. This can cause massive damage to your home. This first flush diverter usually leaks, and it leaks by design. Sometimes the installer will connect a black hose or a garden hose or something similar to divert that leaking water away from the base of the tank. If you'd like to maintain this yourself, simply disconnect whatever hose is there, and you can undo this by hand. When you undo it, you'll notice that a filter comes out looking like that. You can rinse that out under a tap and then simply return it. You will notice that when you push it back in, there may be some resistance, and what that is the ball float inside the first flush diverter. And that ball float has the specific job of ensuring that continued rainfall doesn't fill up this line but continues onto the tank. These are two simple things you can do on your rainwater tank system to minimize the amount of sludge that builds up in the bottom. If you're unsure about what to do, need advice, or need someone to give you a hand with your tank maintenance, you can reach us via our website.